I believe you are live.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. I'm hoping you can see us. We are live with my favorite people. And the reason we're all looking down is because we're sharing it on our Facebook pages so that everybody can see what the heck we're doing right now. As fun as that is. Yeah, I'm looking down too. You guys want to chat for a minute while I'm sharing on mine?
Yes, we must be the quickest ones. Good evening, everybody.
Yes, aren't you lucky?
Yes, we've probably done it wrong.
So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is us coming to you from Sandra's in the States, and Darren, Scott, Phil and I are in the UK. And this evening, we're just wanting to pop in to have a chat and let you know what's coming up, because there's a number of different things taking place. So just thought we'd let you know what's coming. Over to you, Sandra.
Well, what did you just do? Let's just talk about that, because here we are on our Thursday.
Well, okay, we'll say a very, very big thank you to Helping Parents Heal that's just allowed myself and Kerry to demonstrate. Such an honour. So thank you to Brian Smith and Sandra here as well, who did all the stuff behind the scenes on the computer with Zoom. So thoroughly enjoyed it, very moving. And as a medium, what else can we say really? It's very, very touching, real honour to deliver those contacts to parents that have lost their children. It's a club that nobody wants to be in, but unfortunately it's out there, and the work they do is fantastic at supporting each other. It's a little mini world thing going on, because they're supporting each other like we're all supporting each other out here at the moment. So yeah, so thank you.
It's our pleasure to gift that to Helping Parents Heal.
Yeah, we just did a live demonstration of mediumship online on Zoom with Phil and Kerry and Helping Parents Heal, which is just a tremendously wonderful group of bereaved parents, and helpingparentsheal.org is their website. They have an online group and groups that you can meet in person around the world, and they're really, really special. How about down to you guys?
Hi
Darren
guys.
and Scott.
Hope everyone's well and safe wherever you are in the world. It's been an unusual few days, and it seems to be breaking the chains of our everyday life, hasn't it? You know, we're so used to a routine, we're so used to a way of life, and unfortunately, or fortunately, it seems to have changed completely. In the United Kingdom at 8 o'clock, we are all coming together just to do a round of applause for the NHS workers and any key workers who are still soldiering on, keeping us safe and keeping the country moving. And I think that community spirit of bringing people together at this difficult time is so vital at the moment. And having Kerry and Phil and Sandra work on Helping Parents Heal is an absolute triumph, in the sense of bringing people together who have been absolutely catastrophically devastated by the word death. You know, we never lose anyone, but that moment when someone does pass away, it's like that feeling of loss. And through their demonstration, and an emotional demonstration, I may add, has healed a few hearts tonight, and they're going to go to bed sleeping much more at ease, knowing that their child, their love, their everything, the reason for getting up in the morning is still there. So my hat goes off to them. And for anyone else who's had work today, who's given contacts or healing, even be it distant healing, you're still the soldiers of our truth and of our work. So keep going, guys. So tonight at 8 o'clock, I'll be applauding everyone, including mediums around the world.
So we'll be finished by then, so we can all go out.
Yeah, well, we're on. Why we decided to come together right now is some of you may have known we've done a couple of live chats, and the 5 of us have been doing our own chats together as the close friends we are, but really looking to see how we can contribute and help and make a difference. And while we might not be able to do things outside of our homes, there's a lot we can do inside of our homes. So this past Sunday, we did a wonderful divine service in the spiritualism style with evidence of mediumship, demonstration at the end, and really great music and philosophy and a reading. And we're going to continue those as long as we're housebound. And it could be even longer because we've had now probably 1,200 people that have seen the either replay or was with us live. So I want to give you some details how you can be part of that. It is completely free on Sundays, and I'll go through in a minute with the times. And then we've also created some live demonstrations of mediumship. We've got one coming up tomorrow, which will be Friday, which will be with Carrie and Phil and Scott. And I think it's going to have a little twist to it. It's called A Dem with a Difference. And so we won't say too much about it, but Carrie and Phil are going to do what they do best. And they're going to do a evidential mediumship demonstration. So working with you, our people on Zoom who are in the Zoom room with us, it's really, really great way to know that our loved ones are with us. And then Scott is a physical medium and a trance medium. So with his eyes closed, there'll be several pieces of music that he will listen to blend with his inspirers in the unseen world and allow them an opportunity to speak to you. Did I say that all pretty good?
You did.
Yes.
You did.
Yeah, maybe I know you well.
You did. Just a little bit.
And we're also creating an online course that's going to start on Monday. Like we thought, might as well just jump into it. It's going to be on Mondays and Thursdays in the month of April. You don't have to attend all the sessions. They'll be emailed to you, whatever you miss. Or if you're watching this message right here on Facebook a little bit after Monday, or even further than that, you can join late because you'll get the replays of everything that had happened. So it's called Connecting with Your Soul and the Unseen World. So it is tapping into our own divinity, our own psychic nature, learning about mediumship, exploring things, how do we connect with our loved ones, and so much more. And we can also talk about what Soul Quest is. Scott, do you want to mention that? That's going to be on Sunday before our service.
When I started to go into the altered states and a voice started to manifest through me, one of my loves from the other world said to Nick, who is the owner of Banyan Retreat, about doing a time of healing. And through guidance and talks back with Nick and my friend from the other world, they created that every Sunday, first Sunday of every month, that they will sit at 3 o'clock and bringing people together in meditation and for healing. And obviously we are worlds apart at the moment because we're in isolation. And for myself, that I believe what the other world require from us at the moment is healing, and healing this world, healing their family which are left here on earth, and so on. So every Sunday, while we are confined to these four walls, that's at 3 o'clock, Nick will be doing very similar to what we are doing now, where we'll come together and do healing. A lady called Anne is going to do inspired prayer. Nick will do a talk, and my inspirer will work through me to give philosophy regarding healing or matters of interest. But the predominant focus is to do of healing.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. What I want to do now is just share my screen. The home base for what we do here, we all have our own different websites, which I can direct you to on my website, but WeDon'tDieRadio.com, WeDon'tDieRadio.com, and there's a tab that says live events. And so I'm going to bring you there now, and just to show you how you're going to get on all these good things. So at the very top of the screen, and even though it says My Kajabi, that's my website company, but WeDon'tDieRadio.com will bring you to this site, so you don't have to worry about jotting all that down. But it will say right at the top, join us on the Divine Service on Sunday. Here are the times. And then also on that site, if you are in another city and you want to know what time it is in your city, just click where it says here for the time zone converter. But our first Sunday service is recorded and you can still watch it. It's so inspiring and beautiful. And you can see the link and you just click on that. And then for the next one coming up, April 5th or April 12th, those are the sites you go to join us in our Zoom meeting. Now we will be broadcasting these on Facebook also However, the beauty of being in the Zoom room with us is when it comes time for the demonstration of mediumship, you may hear somebody that sounds like your person in the spirit world, and there's a way there you can raise your hand, whereas on Facebook we won't be able to see you. So that's why we encourage you to join in the Zoom room. This will continuously get updated as the Sundays go, but on We Don't Die Radio .com you can find the links. I just mentioned this Dem with the Difference. This is tomorrow, Friday, April 3rd. You can see the different time zones where you are. That is the demonstration of mediumship with Phil, Carrie, and Scott. I'm very excited about that. As much as I love these people as my best friends, they are also the best at what they do. And it just gives me great pride to be able to see them work. Soul Quest is Sundays, will be Sundays before our divine service. It says here at 3 p.m. That is in UK time for our other worldwide friends. You can see just below it, means 7 a.m. California, 10 a.m. Where I am, Massachusetts. And then how you find out about it is you click this little bar that says click to contact Nick at Banyan Retreat. You put in there your name and your email address, and I'd like the Zoom link for Soul Quest, and he'll send you the link. Okay, and then we all meet there. That is completely free. Okay, and then this is the course I was just talking about that's going to happen on 8 sessions within the course of April. It's going to keep us all busy, and it's just a great opportunity for something new that we created, that we can bring the best of what we have to you in the privacy of your own home. There is a cost to it. It's $150, money back guarantee. Want you to be satisfied, but be with us, be inspired by who you are and who your soul is and what's possible. And we're going to introduce you to things you probably didn't even know was possible. So we hope you can be with us for that. Scott, I'm going to have you take over. You've got a course coming up starting Tuesday, April 7th, if you want to just share what that's about.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to have an idea where people feel comfortable to come and sit, and you can do it in the comfort of your own home, because not everyone can travel, not everyone feels comfortable coming into it in an unfamiliar environment. And then obviously what's happened in the world has changed our lives at this moment, and it's brought this course forward a little time. So I'm going to be offering 90 minutes with myself and Nick. Nick is very proficient in healing and very knowledgeable about the altered states as well, and he's part of my home circle. And between myself and him, we have devised a course where we will be doing this on Zoom. It'll be at 6 o'clock UK time, and that will excuse me, offer you the opportunity to sit in power, to know what it is to blend, the difference between trance and altered states. And, you know, is it me, is it them, or is it us? And what I want to do is to lead you with exercises that I have been inspired by the unseen world, and hopefully dispel myths and thoughts of how it should be done or how it shouldn't be done. So making mediumship simple and simplifying it as best I can.
Oh, you're on mute, Sandra.
Oh, you're on mute. Oh.
Ah! Talk about stress. Oh my goodness. I'm like, question. Could people be in both our April Mondays and Thursdays course and in your course? Do they complement each other?
Oh, absolutely. You know, if you learn, and if you don't learn anything else from me, it's about learning to sit in the power. And the more you sit in the power, the more you melt into that oneness. That's going to fuel your mediumship. That's going to fuel your potential of what is going to be taking place. Now, please bear in mind, you know, after doing our courses, it doesn't instantly make you a medium. It gives you the opportunity to prepare yourself to continue that journey, which is an infinite journey. I know with all the courses that I attended, I've always got something from it, but then I've had to go away and work with it, sit with it, be in the company of the spirit world while sitting in the power, and things blossom naturally.
Thank you for that. I'm going to share the screen again to get back to that. And Scott, go ahead.
Because I was going to say, in what's great about what we're offering is that both myself, Phil, and Kerry, and yourself have skill sets in different areas. So I've spent 24 years in May sitting in altar states and for physical mediumship and sitting in power. And I know Phil and Kerry have sat in that power for a vast period of time and years, and they each of them have developed their own ways of communicating with the spirit world with a mental mediumistic capability. So with the course that we're offering with yourself, Sandra, and myself, Phil and Kerry, is to cover all aspects of communication. If it is trance, if it's healing, if it's mental, if it's psychic, is it psychometry, and all those different aspects that we want to bring together so that you all have it under one roof. And with me, with the sitting within the power, with my other course, is just focusing solely on that alter states and moving into power.
Which is great. One of the things I get asked about the most is how can I connect with my loved one in the unseen world, and do I have to go to a medium? And I've heard it so many times through you guys, is just learn to sit in your own power. And you don't have to be a practicing medium when he refers to mediumship. It's our ability to connect with that unseen world. So I'll be in this course. So you'll see a lot of me. Scrolling down. In May, we have another demonstration of mediumship with the beautiful Kerry and handsome Phil there. We have on the calendar, We Don't Die Seattle, which is the first weekend in June. Obviously, we're keeping a good eye on what's happening in the world. We're going to wait until the governments say no traveling and things like that. Your safety is our number one concern. But as of right now, we are having it. And should we not have it that particular weekend, it will happen. And we'll just keep in touch with that. I'm not pushing registrations for that because we just don't know. Okay. And then Phil and Kerry, you've got some great things coming up. You've got a one-day course for mediums. And then also you've got a 5-day course. Look at those happy people. You want to share what they are?
Yeah, the one-day course, the private sitting medium, is exactly what it says. It's about private sittings. Every component of it that you need to work and be able to move between the mediumistic and the psychic, and everything that you need to know. You don't have to be a working medium to come on. If you're developing, if you're interested, just to find out how it works, going through the different levels of competencies and different skills. It will include a little bit of sitting in the power, only a short mention of it and a short sitting, but it is about going through what's needed and what should be done in a private sitting, because there's many different things to a private sitting, and we're all stuck in these days. We're all, how can I put this, lockdown. So a lot of mediums are working through the private sittings, the function of Zoom and things, and it's a completely different world to just doing a normal sitting. Even within demonstrations, you have to work in a particular way. So it's looking at the ways that we do work, should work, but moving that conscious mind where it needs to be, because there's more than one private sitting. There is evidential sittings, which is all about your loved ones, which is evidential, all about them, on different levels of looking at how they survive death, also the other side of how they present themselves here and now to prove they're actually stood with you by witnessing things you've done. And let's make that clear, that is not psychic, that is from the spirit world. Then there's the psychic sitting, which is about all the qualities of your life and your soul, looking at the difference between the two and working between the two. Then there's the spiritual assessment, which is a whole different area of mediumship, which is using the intuitiveness of the medium, going through describing the potential of the student, and the potential of the mediumistic ability in there, and I heighten that word, or emphasize that word, potential, and looking at the mechanism of that. So it's a full one-day interactive course, different things on it as well. And I also know as well that Kerry wants to speak.
Yeah, I'm just going to show the screen again, just so this is going to be on April 12th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. UK time. Some of us, our American friends, might have to wake up early, but you won't regret it. Carrie?
So we've got the next course, the 5-day Coaching Excellence into Mediumship. There are just a few spaces left on it. It is for anybody who's looking to understand their mediumship a little bit more. And we'll be teaching some coaching, giving some coaching tools, teaching some coaching skills in order that people leave understanding what's getting in the way. But it's about sustainability. It's about allowing people to manage the sustainability of their mediumship, knowing what comes up in you when you do your mediumship, what trips you up, what frustrates you, what gets in the way. When you understand that and you learn the tools and the ways to appreciate what's getting in the way, you can coach yourself through it. So we'll be looking at a lot of practice, a lot of formal training, but also sharing some coaching skills to you that you might not have had before.
That's wonderful. And for anyone, let me just stop my screen share. We Don't Die Radio.com, click on live events, and on each picture, there is a link. Hey, Scott, can you keep your door open so we can hear you?
I'll take you out.
Take it outside. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to close this, but we're going to listen. It's 8 o'clock in the UK and everyone is outside. They'll be shouting and clapping, and we can do that in America or wherever in the world you are, cheering on those people that are on the front lines, making a difference for just everyone in the world. So we're going to say goodbye for now, but we're going to stay clapping and being together.
Fireworks here.
We got fireworks going up as well.
Oh, that's so great. A little earlier in the States, I don't know if it was everywhere, but in this town, everybody got into their cars, and it was during your demonstration, and they were all beeping their horns of the cars.
Oh, wow.
So I had to go on mute. but I have a funny feeling it was for the very, very same reason.
We have fireworks going off here. That's just so lovely.
Oh, absolutely beautiful. And I can just imagine what's going on.
I don't know if you can hear this.
No.
There's rounds of applause out there. Can you not hear that? Oh,
People screaming.
there's people screaming and shouting and everything.
Very emotional.
Really nice.
Are we still live? Yeah.
We are still live.
Yes, we are still live, Scott.
I just wanted to be part of it all. That's really beautiful.
Sorry, because
Oh my goodness.
it's so important that we come together in this difficult time, and just doing something positive and clapping just breaks down the fear. You know, some of our neighbours are so isolated, and seeing them in the window doing this as well, it's just that human contact.
Yeah.
We got the news on, and as you can see, everyone is just clapping and forgetting about this awful moment at this moment in time. So stay safe wherever you are. So now I'm back and focused. What did we miss?
Nothing. I didn't have anything else to share. I just felt like it's
Still
important
going on.
that we're together
Close the door.
in this moment of acknowledgement. No, keep it open, Carrie. We're going to say goodbye, but we're not going to say goodbye. We're going to say until we meet again, because don't let your mind get the best of you. It's so easy to keep the news on 24/7 and be filled with negativity.
Don't do it.
And it's out there. It is. But you know what? We can put something good in, let good things come out of us, and that's being together. So if you want to see these lovely faces for a while. Come on an adventure with us. Be part of all these things with us. We're not going to stray you wrong. You're going to have fun. You're going to have love in your heart. You're going to know that there's an unseen world around you. And more importantly, you are going to know you're a divine soul and you are so much more powerful than you know. And you'll get to practice that a little. So with that, WeDon'tDieRadio.com. Go to live events, click on any one of the pictures, and that's it.
Thank you,
So-
Sandra.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just
Bye,
stay.
Scott. Bye, Darren.
See you all
See you
later.
later.
See you soon.
Bye,
See you
everybody.
soon.
Bye. Bye.
Stay safe.
Bye.